Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 3 of Path of Exile Betrayal. I'm Mark, and we are approaching the end of Act 1 with episode 3. We have to go back to the prison, but before we do, I just wanted to show you a couple quick changes I made to our skill loadout. I ended last time talking about skills and support gems. And so I've done a few modifications here. I went ahead and picked up the Freezing Pulse spell, which is a slightly faster, more efficient cold direct cast spell. And I've gone ahead and linked that up with Arcane Surge. And Arcane Surge was that skill we sort of had hovering in the background. Arcane Surge counts the mana you spend on the primary skill it's linked to. And once you've hit a certain mana threshold, it will give you a buff that increases your cast speed, your mana regen, and your spell damage. So I've linked that up to our Freezing Pulse, and I've also taken our Flame Totem and linked it up with the added lightning damage that we found, or that we got as a quest reward. So now our Spell Totem will be a little more efficient, and our Freezing Pulse should be a little more efficient too. We actually do have white gloves on. Did that prophecy... Let's look at our prophecies real quick. No, not passives. Wow. What is the hotkey? I do not remember the hotkey. Wow, that's terrible. I should remember this. There it is. F4. Ring, shield, or amulet. So that's not going to help us. I am still going to leave Arcane Surge at a low level because the higher it goes, the more mana it takes to trigger. And we are actually going to use that with another skill at a later time. So I don't want to jack it up too high. And I just went to the wrong place. Let's go to the prison. Let's get on with the killing. And you can see right away that the casting speed is much faster for that. And we found our first Trial of Ascendancy. The trials are basically trap puzzle rooms that you have to get through. And when you do, if you get through them all, it unlocks the Labyrinth, which is a place you go to earn your character ascendancies. And I have been here before, so I know I need to go all the way around. I do not want to get hit by the spikes because they hurt, and what I need to do is hit this lever. And that opened a secret door over here. Well, actually it was a rather obvious door, but... Then we backtrack ever so slowly. We'll break all the barrels because that's what you do in action RPGs. Not sure I could actually run that. And I can squeeze past that. So the early lab trials are pretty easy. And there are 6 of them scattered through the... Oops. I say they're easy, and then I go ahead and almost kill myself. And we have killed all the monsters in here, so...
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
These are all the trials that we need to unlock the normal version of the Labyrinth. And once you've hit the sort of panel of Ascendancy, you can just pop out this portal to get back to the entrance. There's no need to backtrack. So, that means we're going the wrong direction. So what we really need to do is run this way. Whoops, there's another fortification. How do we get in here?
Just cracked that I got the best here. Too bad.
Oh yeah, we do have to kill this totem, don't we?
Oh, guess I was better as a merchant than a fighter. Well, I can make friends. Yeah, find things out. Everybody loves old Guff. Well, you get information and I get to live. Yeah. So what do you say?
I'll go ahead and bargain with him. So this is kind of a mess. We do have some information about the safe house. I guess these are relationships between the people and their safe houses. Probably have to imprison him next time to find out more about this place. Corral was transportation. Not sure where he is. It's probably going to be over here, maybe?
Keep your word or lose your head.
Let's grab our stuff and then we will continue on our way. And I see the exit over here, so let's go grab the exit. What is shooting at us? Oh, one of their lookouts just stuck around. So we're headed for Brutus. And Brutus can be a bit of a brutal fight. He hits really hard and does a lot of damage, has a couple special effects. But we should be able to handle him. Let's put on a little burst of speed. Ah, I see it. If I could actually click on the door, it would help. And we're at the Warden's quarters, which is Brutus's lair. And while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and increase our elemental damage. Pretty sure that's the path I want to take. Yep. I have my build guide open in another window using Path of Building, which is a third-party build tool, which is completely awesome if you get into this game.
Your answer's here, heretic, in Wraeclast, but I don't think you'll like it very much.
It's good old Piety. Piety is one of our recurring villains. So I happen to know where to go here, so I'm just going to shortcut the areas we don't have to visit. We'll get a little lore from Chevron.
Still the Karui barbarians advance upon us. Lina is dead, his legion slaughtered along with every eternal man, woman and child from Lina's watch to the foot of our axiom. Should the need arise, we shall retreat through Prisoner's Gate, raising my barricade behind us. Yet our salvation is at hand. Foul times demand heroic deeds, and through my arts our Lord Brutus will arise anew to defend us. May the dry sands quench their thirst with Karui blood when our mighty warden delivers his judgment upon them.
So I guess Brutus is going to be kind of an undead monster, which makes him perfect for the Immortal Syndicate since they all seem to be undead. Guessing we're going to run into him later, even though we kill him here. I'm just going to pop some of these chests. You never know when they're going to drop you some ID scrolls. Or currency. Currency is always good. There are no monsters in this section, I happen to know. So, if you're wondering why I'm being so slack.
My loyal Declan, give Our Lady Piety your absolute support and watch her with absolute scrutiny. There is much to learn from the likes of the Inquisitor, the Umbra, and the Soulless One. I would hate for Piety to feel that she need shoulder such perilous wisdom alone. Dominus.
Oh, Dominus. That's a name that will be familiar to us in the future. And we are now in the arena with the Warden. So let's kill this guy.
Let me Come and share it with me.
So we want to keep him close to our totem. And we don't want to get hit. That's our goal. And we just got hit by his chain. And he is dead. That was a relatively easy fight.
Soul.
We're still over leveled, so that's one of the reasons they were so. That was easy.
Dear Chevron, you have certainly had your work cut out for you with Lion Eye's Legion. Do not concern yourself with Marseilles' complaints. Our Emperor is fully aware of the General's fickle nature. As to your need to accelerate the implantation process, I can recommend a quite simple alteration. Dip the gem in a boiling solution of 6 parts blood and 1 part thaumatic sulfite for no more than 13 seconds. Any longer, and you invite the crystal's wrath. Once the gem is withdrawn from the solution, you have but a few seconds to install the gem in the prepared flesh and close the wound. Should the gem cool too much prior to implantation, it will become inert, and your patient with it. Trust in that bountiful talent of yours, Chevron. My thoughts are with you. Malachi.
All these names of people we're going to run into. It's so good. They're good at foreshadowing. And the personal relationships between all the NPCs and bosses you run into are, let's just say, they're incestuous at best. So let's go ahead and we don't really have a reason to go back to town, so we don't need to do that. Oh, we do. We get a quest reward because we have travel to Lion's Eye Watch. So let's go ahead and get our quest reward. Maybe it will be useful.
The warden's free of his own prison. Well, since you're so bloody determined to cheat the britches off death, you'd better have one of these, for luck. And when they write the song about you, just be sure to mention that it was Tarkley who taught you everything you know.
Alright, we're going to get another gem. And these are movement gems. Well, 2 of them are movement gems. Leap Slam is not going to do us much good, but Flame Dash will. So we'll go ahead and take Flame Dash.
Stay sharp out there.
And I'm going to go ahead and sell that and that because we don't care. And we probably don't care about this. We do not. So let's go ahead and sell that.
Farewell.
For some, death is welcomed with open arms. Did you end Brutus's suffering out of avarice or mercy? Only you know the answer to that one. Be well.
Alright, we're going to dump our currency, and we're getting some currency. We have 14 ID scrolls, so we're not really hurting there. But let's go ahead and go to Prisoner's Gate and follow the Emperor's Road. Follow the Emperor's Road. This looks like the Emperor's Road. I want to say the minimap's changed. I feel like it's not quite showing me as much area as it used to. Maybe it's just me, though. I didn't see anything about that in the patch notes, but didn't read every line. And I'm on fire, which I really don't want to be. Fire hurts. These goat shaman are kind of annoying, so I'm going to grab this. So the shrines basically, any monsters around them get empowered until you take the shrine. So it's always worthwhile to take the shrines quickly.
The path to the truth is never a straight one.
Good old Piety. She's always so friendly. Alright, so we have to find another way to the forest, which is the next zone. So let's go ahead and sort of do a edge crawl here, and we'll see what we find. Ooh, a strong box. Strong boxes are always fun. So the burning ground, by the way, that these guys are leaving behind, that all will catch you on fire, so don't stand in it. So strong boxes. When you pop a strong box, it spawns monsters, and strong boxes are items, so they have modifiers. I'm just going to pop this one, and it explodes, so I'm going to get out of the way. And if you kill all the monsters that were in the strong box, it opens, and you get all the loot. That was a pretty unimpressive loot drop, but strong boxes are items, so they can have the same enchants as items. And you can also alter the enchants that are on them by using currency, just like all the other items in the game. So it's really, the whole item system with the currency affecting items and what's an item is very clever and really fun. Adds a lot of depth. I'm going to leave some of these guys behind, I think. Oh, there's another boss. Alright, we'll grab that plague mask because that might be useful, and we'll keep running. And just to give you an idea of how fast people are moving, people are at level 46 already, and someone is at the beacon, which I believe is Act 6. So they're well ahead of us, still stuck back here in Act 1. But hey, like I said, it's not a speed run. I'm going to open this other strong box. This one has 8 additional items in it, so are they good items? Not really, but we'll take what we can get. I'm going to go ahead and grab those 2 little items there. Oh, and to show you the movement ring, or the movement skill that we just got, that was Flame Dash. One of the big reasons for using a movement skill is the fact that you can hop gaps and ledges and things like that, obstacles that you wouldn't ordinarily be able to cross. Once we get through here, I'm going to go ahead and level up our 2 gems. This is a mortuary
for lost children, hidden from the eyes of their father.
And I'm going to go ahead and continue down this path because we're going to go along this loop that's going to give us a bunch of extra life and strength. And then we're going to go up this line, and I believe we go this way to Ancestral Bond. So this gives us a bunch of totem boosts and brands. And brands are the new mechanic from this league, or one of the new mechanics, I should say. So I see a waypoint, and that's good because there's a couple things we need here. We also have some lore to explore, but more importantly,
Calm stands before us and looks out to the raging sea. He sings, calls, screams to our ancestors to come to our aid. He offers them gifts of old, a feast of heart and mind, muscle and marrow, cooked in the fire and rock of this angry land. We have not practiced these ways in so many years. Only in the darkest of times, most desperate of times, do we perform these oldest of rituals. Only here and now may we sacrifice and consume our own. Only in our King can we trust this return to our ancient selves.
Cannibalism. Cannibalism is fun. Okay. So, I know where I'm going here, so I'm just going to go talk to Captain Fairgraves.
Frankly, I would have been surprised if you hadn't recognized me. Yes, 'tis I, Captain Sigmund Fairgraves, wave-tamer, pirate-bane, and conveyor of civilization to barbaric lands. So what am I doing here, apart from blowing my own bugle? I'm marooned, languishing, thanks to a pair of pretty blue eyes. Stuck fast in the filthy mud of Wraeclast, thanks to one sultry little slave girl. I liberated her from the flesh pits of Trathos, and she repaid me in full with sleight of hand and swift feet. Turned the coat of my first mate, took my hard-earned all-flame, and with it the wind out of me sails. Find my all-flame, I beg of you. Until I feel its warmth again, I'm trapped here, high and dry, until the sun's final setting. May fair winds favor you.
So we'll go find his all-flame for him. It's not going to end poorly at all for us. Oh, there it is. And we're pretty over leveled here, so we don't have to do a ton of killing, but I am going to pick up that shrine. There's an essence for us. I think that's what I saw. It is. Let's go ahead and do this essence. Maybe we'll get a good essence this time instead of something that we don't use. Armor gets increased life. That's not bad. I see the quest marker up there. Here we go. We find our all-flame, and luckily there's a back way out of this, so we can sneak out the back. Prepared for the worst.
My all-flame, my blessed damned all-flame. Oh, you want your moment in the firelight now, do you? Unfortunately, necessity is what it is, and for the all-flame to give life, it must first be kindled with life. And since suitable kindling is in short supply around these parts, I have little option but to make do with what I have. Namely, you. Please.
Good old
Temptation may
Fairgraves.
turn even the noblest of men. I should take heed.
He is always good for a laugh. We will meet again. I'll just leave it at that. Okay, let's go ahead and get out of here. Looks like we're going to run into a betrayal zone up there. Stronghold, whatever we want to call them. Safe house.
Our encounter will end very differently this time, Exile.
My mana is spent.
Caravan is yours.
Alright, we got him that time. Okay, there's still one guy shooting at us here. Let's go ahead and talk to him.
This syndicate is full of boring nonsense. You care to have a pint and talk it over? Or perhaps, since you've got me dead to rights and all, skip the pint. We'll go right to me blabbing the secrets like I'm drunk.
Yeah, let's bargain with him. So that got us up to 28% here.
Strong and reasonable. I like you, Exile.
We're using white gloves, so I'll take those gloves and those rare items for currency. And we will head back the way we came because the exit is almost always up in this corner somewhere. We have a little lore here to figure out. Just make sure we're not going to get jumped while we read it. Oh, scepter. That might be useful, actually, so we'll take that.
Calm is gone. Our king has taken our finest 500 warriors and descended into the depths of Wraeclast. He spoke to us of a vision, a gift from the ancestors. Calm has been deceived. The vision was a gift from the Black Spirit. It has conquered Calm. The Black Spirit has conquered the Karui way. Hyri has made ready her canoes. We will take those that are left, 500 forgotten families, and carry them back to their true homes, back to Ngā Makanui. Calm's promises have led us into nightmare. Hyri will lead us back to the dawn.
Okay, apparently the Kari didn't stick around. At least not all of them. And we are on to the Caverns of Wrath. So we immediately get told to go talk to Nessa in town, so we're going to go do that. And we'll turn in our quest too. Let's go ahead and turn in the quest first.
Fairgraves was a good man, a fine explorer. He opened the door to many a new world, for better or for worse, usually for worse when it came to the natives. There's some peace in the knowledge that he now rests where he should. Let's not speak of Fairgraves again, shall we? He was an inspiration to many. 'Twould be a shame to spoil a good hero.
We get a passive skill point for our reward. So let's go ahead and spend these. We will go, as I said, down that little life loop. Now we'll talk to Nessa.
Mervale dwells in the caves beyond the wrecks, at the head of Siren's Cove. Leave her be, and we can only hope that she continues to return the favor. If you must take your chances with the Siren, then have this. It may be of some help. But please, know that you don't have to do this. Tarkley and I are getting used to having you around.
Okay, so we get another skill gem, which is pretty much the pattern. Nessa usually gives us skill gems. None of these are really anything we want. So I'm just going to grab one and then sell it. And I'm going to sell off all these random items that we got. I'm going to identify some of them so we get more currency for them. Well, that's actually useful. And it actually has the right socket, so we're going to keep that one. But we don't care about swords. I'm going to keep those gloves because they're actually better than the white ones we're wearing. Don't think that's going to end up being better than that, so we'll sell that, that. And that's not really going to help us, so we'll sell it all.
Take care.
So I'm going to go ahead and swap that in. And we can just move these gems up because we've got the same color combo and links. Ooh, that is not linked, and it's not colored correctly. So I guess I won't use that. I don't really want to waste currency on
Farewell.
low-level items that we're only going to use for a short time. We will dump the rest of our currency, and then we are going to head back out, and we're going to go kill Merivale. Merivale's kind of creepy. We are looking for the way down. Oops.
Solve this like men. Conflict, not cooperation.
Man, whoever's doing that freezing stuff is really annoying. It doesn't help that all this is going on in areas that we haven't cleared.
Your trust is the only reward I need, my Lord of Light.
Each cog must turn if machine
Ah.
is to work.
It's not a true test of strength now, is it, Ezemite?
Ah. Well, we lost. Not unexpected in these low levels. But we found an essence, so let's go ahead and open that. Alright, I see the exit down there, so let's head south. I don't know if the game volume is loud enough for you to hear Merivale's creepy words. But they are creepy. Let us not stand in the exploding octopus things. That's a dead end, but she is up this direction. So let's try this way. There we go. Alright, we are at Merivale's Den. I'm going to go ahead and get our little bit of extra life before we go in here, and then when I'm in here, I'm going to be safe and throw down a town portal. Just in case.
This is love's true face! Dinner is served, children! Dinner is served, children!
Oh, she's dead. Or is she? Pretty sure the answer's no. What we really don't want to do is stand in any of those columns of gold. Oops. So, in case it's not clear, the reason a lot of boss fights spawn extra monsters is because that's how you restock your potions, is killing monsters. So if they don't
A woman corrupted beyond
pop more
human
potions, and that is
must
killing
cure this
me.
plague before it sickens all of God's creation.
If there aren't any monsters to kill, then you're kind of stuck with no potions. And you can always go back to town to get potions, but anyhow. Let's go ahead and read this diary and then go through to Act 2.
Duresso gave me the gem, kissed me, promised that he would be by my side forever. I sang for him. His gem at my throat, Khaleesi's gem. Khaleesi's voice. I sang in her echo, performing arias that had once made the Empire weep. I listened to Khaleesi's lullabies in my dreams. I gave myself to her music, mind and body. Dureso left me for Zaan with a promise to free me from Khaleesi. I begged him not to go, tried to show him the wonder of my transformation, the beautiful daughters he would soon meet. He couldn't see. None of them could see. I fled from their hatred. When Dureso returns, I will cast his cure away. I will teach him what true love is.
And there we go, the end of Act 1. This is also a good place to call the episode.
So twisted. I pray that I'm not too late to turn the tide of this corruption.
Oh, we have access to our hideout. So that's the Trial of the Labyrinth. We need to talk to Helena in our hideout, and we need to find the way forward to the next town. But we can always go back. You can tab through all the acts and find old towns. I'm going to go back here just to sell things off really quickly. And see.
I thought you were a fool for seeking out Mervale. A fool in love with death. Now, I don't know. Still, you've delivered this coast from the terrors that long held sway here. We may now find some respite, and that's more than any of us could have hoped for. But please, consider this. What have you become when even nightmares fear you?
Oh, Nessa. Always trying to save everyone. Let's talk.
Quite the lady killer, aren't you? That singing squid didn't stand a chance. Knew it from the first time I saw those sharp peepers of yours. My pirates notwithstanding, I thank you on behalf of all the fallen brethren of the waves. Now that the final cadence has been played, no one need remember Mervale's song.
And Tarkley will have something to tell us too, I'm sure.
Damn me. I didn't think it possible. All these souls Mervale and her brood have consumed over the years. You've done right by those that are dead, and by those who still might live.
And we don't actually get a quest reward for killing Mervale, other than the fact that we unlock the act. Unlock Act 2, I should say. But before we sign off, I'm going to upgrade our potions. Just dump this in here for now. I want to go look at our hideout, because I haven't looked at hideouts in this league. And I want to see what it looks like. And so this is the hideout that I have in Standard League, and hideouts used to be separate per league, and now they are all shared. So you have one shared hideout. And we have new crafting benches. So this is master crafting, which is how you can add modifiers, add specific modifiers to items. And wow, there's a lot of them. So I'm not going to look at this for too long. I just want to take a quick glance at what's what here. Interesting. Very interesting. That's going to be fun to deal with. I'm clearly going to have to rearrange my hideout, because like that was an old crafting bench. These are all old crafting benches, and they've all been consolidated into one. I'm going to have to rearrange a bunch of stuff, because it looks like they've changed the layout of the hideouts too. Yeah, some of this stuff has been rearranged. Like this carpet was not in the middle of the stream before, for example. Anyhow, I think this is a good place to stop. I am going to probably mess around with my hideout a little bit and get it into some kind of reasonable shape. And I'll be back next time. Thanks as always for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or questions, feel free to leave a comment. Likes and subscribes are always welcome. And if you want to keep up with what's going on the channel, hit the notification bell to get notified when there is a new video available. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.